Hello and welcome back to Toronto, the 2017 Toronto International Film Festival. We're here now on another Heath and Pape episode to talk about a film called Mother, which stars Jennifer Lawrence,
Please don't ask me to do the plot.
Javier Bardem, Ed Harris, Michelle Pfeiffer and many others. Right, Stefan, can you talk to us about the plot of the film, please?
Well, it's hard because none of the characters have names. They're all called like woman and man and mother and father and son.
I think it's
and
Mother and Him, isn't it?
weird bloke who visits in the middle of the night. Someone's filming us. Thank you very much.
Cheeky.
Cheeky.
Right, so the plot of the film.
So, I was trying to do anything that could distract us from it. Right.
Yeah.
So there's a couple that moved. Oh, it's raining. It didn't rain once last year.
No.
This is Darren Aronofsky. This is Noah. He made Noah. Now he can control.
Yeah, he's raining down on us.
Yeah.
It's a good review though. It's going to be a positive
This is
review.
going to be a positive. I think positive. Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem play a couple that move into a new house. He is a poet suffering from writer's block, and she has tasked herself with doing up the house and turning this house into a home, effectively. And then one night they get a knock on the door, and Ed Harris turns up, and he thought it mistook it for a B&B. He's a doctor, and he wants to stay the night. And then it's just this whole film really is just how his wife then comes the next day, probably Michelle Pfeiffer, and then his sons come, and this whole kind of domestic sort of unravels really in their house, and it's how it threatens this couple's kind of tranquility and this kind of invasion of privacy. That's what it's about. And then obviously the film goes down some very dark, weird places from there on. Was that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's best going into this film knowing as little as possible. Don't be influenced by anybody else's theories
what
on
we've
it.
just told you, you're not going to know anything.
Yeah,
anyway.
and you'll come out. I mean, I think we were in a packed screening back in London actually.
They did
before we came
and
out.
they did a drinks reception after the film.
Yeah,
because people,
I think it's
everyone wanted to talk about it.
yeah, everyone wanted to talk about it, and no one had a clue what happened when they came out. But I think since seeing it, we saw it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
We've had ideas about what it's about. You
Yeah.
obviously written your review. I'm yet to do it. Just touch your head there. Sorry. It's all sorts going on. You can read
Yeah.
as much as you want
But
into
you
it,
know
or as
what?
little.
Even if you don't like it, I'm such a big fan of leaving the cinema, walking into a room full of people and hearing everyone will have their own interpretations of the movie. Some people hated it, some loved it, some had no idea what they just saw. And so it's one of those films, at the very least, you can talk about it. At the very least.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see a film, I don't know about you, but my least favourite films are those generic 3-star movies. You leave the cinema and just go, it ticked every box of the kind of structure of the genre it sits within.
Yeah.
This film is unlike anything I've seen all year, and for that reason alone, I urge people to go and see it. So even if you don't like it, which you might not, you should just see it anyway to be part of the conversation.
Yeah, it's definitely genreless. I mean, there's so much going on, so much. It's almost too intense to watch in one sitting.
Yeah, well,
I had to walk out at one point. I needed a wee, but to be honest, I needed that 2-minute break.
Yeah,
because
true.
it's particularly towards the end,
and the whole way
it's just madness,
and it's so visceral, and like every sound, every scratch, and everything, you feel it and hear it.
Yeah.
And also, I thought that the technique, we saw it in Son of Saul, which won the Oscar for Best Foreign Language Film a couple of years ago.
Yes,
which
close-ups.
The whole film was almost shot about sort of a foot away from Jennifer Lawrence's face, so you get this disorientating feeling where you know there's stuff going on around her, but you can't see it
because everything's told from her point of view,
and everything's from her perspective.
Yeah,
and it's my only problem with that is I think you have to feel some sort of empathy for the character, which you do towards the end. I didn't like her to begin with.
No.
She was unaccommodating. Those people coming into a house, don't get me wrong, it's not nice, you invasions, but she was quite rude. She was a bit kind of like, I don't want you here. It's like, do you know what? Sit and have a cup of tea. They might be a nice person. And I found her a bit, because maybe that's just me. Maybe if I had Ed Harris knocking on the door, saying I'm a doctor, I'd be a little bit like, I don't really want you to stay, but he's here now. Let's make the most of it. She was. Well, if it was actually Ed Harris, that'd be different.
Yeah, rude, wasn't she?
She was a bit rude.
Proper rude.
And I was a bit like that to begin with, but
then also Javier Bardem's like this dismissive person. It's like, oh no, come on in, and it just winds you up.
But he's so intense. This is what I love about it. You can see why he plays villains so well, because even though he's not playing a character who has any nefarious kind of undercurrent, there's no kind of cruel intentions or anything like that. But at the same time, you never trust him. No. He's got this
something about him,
volatility about him, where and that adds just to the intensity of the film. If that was played by a really warm actor, let's say by the lovely Armie Hammer, it would take the track. But the whole opening act, even when it's just the two of them at home, you're always a bit on edge. That feeling of being a bit uncomfortable, literally from the moment you sit down to the moment it ends, it doesn't go anywhere, does it?
We'll say though, Javier Bardem just as sexy as Armie Hammer, just in a different way. Do you think?
No, I'm an army man myself.
Right. Okay.
You know, they say to join the army. I would.
Oh, I bet you would. Straight in there. Right, so that's Mother. It's out in cinemas quite soon, actually. That one, it's out on September the 16th, I believe. 15th, I believe. So
16th is a Saturday. Films don't come out on Saturdays, Paul.
No, I think I'd know that by now. Anyway, but yeah, go and see it.
Yeah, go and see it. You might hate it, but you should go and see it anyway, just in case.
Absolutely. Anyway, that's enough for that. Heath and Pape, here all week.
We're back tomorrow. We've done all 3 in a row just so you think that we're not wearing the same clothes.
Yeah,
across
it's
the course of the
absolutely
festival.
emptying down. I'm in a t-shirt, as are you. It's just. Oh, hopefully the weather gets better. Hopefully it does.
Fingers crossed.
But anyway, we're off to see another film now.
No,
You're off to a premiere.
You're not seeing enough of me either.
What I might do?
We go for drinks.
Film festival, mate. Actually, yeah,
We've seen 3 today,
off
to be
the
fair.
pub. Anyway, join us on the next one. Heath and Pape on Hey You Guys and the Hollywood News. Can't believe I said Hey You Guys first. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.